And good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb. This is the Belated Reviewer, also known as JJ Kandau. And, yep, I'm going to share with you. Uh, I've already, I made this pre order like for a very long time. And finally, it did arrive along with Poseidon. And, yeah, let me share with you uh, my take on the Zeus action figure from Shinfu Toys and Berserker Studios. This is the second release for this figure, and he did come with most of his accessories. And this is not the bloodied version. I believe in the first release they also had an alternate version of Zeus, wherein he is all busted up and with blood effects or blood red blood paint here and there. Like I said, this is the second release from Shinfu Toys Berserker Studios, but it's still tagged as the first in the series. As you can see there, there's the designation M-01. So he is still considered the first figure in the series for Myth Gods of Nations. Now, I've already done, like as I did with Poseidon, I've already done an in-box look at the figure. And right now we're going to take a closer look at what did the figure come with, and also, of course, the figure itself. Let's start off with the first clamshell. So in the first clamshell, you would see that there's that big space there for the figure itself, and he comes with the alternate head. Let's see if we can get this one out there. Okay, so that's his. Okay, yeah, that's his alternate head. And again, my camera is not focusing as it should. And then there's a hole in the back. That is where you can tab the gold laurel wreath. And you can see there, Berserker Studios did do a good work with this. And this is the angry face. This is the alternate head. And of course, let's take a look at the extra hands. Now, since I've already taken the figure out of the box, I already put on the gripping hands, the standard gripping hands for the right arm and the left arm as usual. And this is the closed right fist. You can see the detail there. It's fully gloved or with half gloves. For the right hand, closed right hand. And for these figures, they do follow an asymmetrical design, so it's the right and left parts are not necessarily a mirror of each other. Although this one has the same plate for the upper portion of the hand, or for the other the front side or top side of the hand. It's not a fully gloved hand, as you can see. It looks like it's fully gloved, but it's not. Now let's take a look at, I believe this is the Thunderbolt gripping hand. He does have a Thunderbolt, yeah. This is the Thunderbolt gripping hand. Just look at that detail, exquisite detail. And finally, we have the scepter or spear wielding hand. This one. It's a bit it's open. There's a spacing between the forefinger and the thumb, and it's supposed to be slanted, as you can see there. All right, and that's the first clamshell. Now, for the second clamshell, that would include, of course, the accessories that really matter. Oops, there goes the thunderbolt. Let's take a look first at, let's see, let me just put back the thunderbolt for this one. How do you do this? Is it like so? Yeah, it's that. So okay, so there you have it. Okay, you can see the thunderbolt, the sword, and the scepter. Since the thunderbolt is raring to go, let's first take a look at the thunderbolt. So it's basically made of translucent yellow rubber or soft plastic, and of course it's accented with the lightning effects. And from here on in, I'll be referring to this as the lightning bolt, not the thunderbolt. There. Now, if you have one of those Dasein figures, Yu Yu Hakusho Dasein figures, and you have Kazuma, and you have an extra of these, and if you would like, you can customize this to be a better spirit sword, or the dimension cutting spirit sword for Cobra Kazuma. Let's see. All right. What's next? Okay. I think it's intact. Oh, I'm putting it the wrong way. That's why. There you go. Now let's take a look at the scepter. And if you're familiar with or if you can still remember your Greek mythology class or literature class, you will know that I think the eagle is a personal symbol of Zeus. So he has a sort of eagle there with no head, just wings. What's this? I think that's like an angel, don't you think? With wings. Yep. I'll take a look at detail. There. So it's mostly painted gold. And there you have the scepter of Zeus. And he also, of course, comes with his own sword. Yes, very artistically done. It sort of reminds me of the Blade of Olympus. I believe they got their inspiration from there. From the God of War games, the Blade of Olympus, that was also one of the weapons that Kratos used. And that's the sword. Now let me see if I could easily get the Medusa shield. It's easy to get. Yes, it is very easy to get from the. All right. And actually, this is one of the piece de resistance as far as Zeus's accessories are concerned, because this has a ton of detail, as you can see. No matter how you look at it, its detail is up there, top tier. Let's take a look. And I hope we don't turn to stone as we look at Medusa's face. And on the other side, I think this was primarily for the right hand. He does have that spear gripping hand, which is slightly open. But you can also still put it on his left arm, like so. All right, and those are the accessories, uh, the main ones for the Zeus figure. Now, we've already taken a look at the accessories, the alternate head, and let's take a look at the figure. But before we do that, let's do a sort of a size comparison. And there you see Zeus in all his glory, as I would always say. And there he is next to Marvel Legends Angelina Jolie Athena, Eternal Athena. That's an SH Figure Arts Griffith, or rather, it's a Figma. It's a Figma Griffith. There's Motu He-Man, and behind Zeus, of course, are his two brothers, Hades and Poseidon. We've got a knockoff Kratos in Ares armor. We also have a Storm Collectibles Ares there on the far right. Of course, we have the latest Wonder Woman from McFarlane. And here are some more Marvel Legends and McFarlane Toys Game of Thrones figures. The Marvel Legends, of course, they're the from the Thor universe, sub-universe. And then, of course, if we go up, you'll get a slight idea how Zeus would scale with another slightly larger Marvel Legends, Silver Samurai, and SH Figure Arts Hell's Paradise, Gabimaru, and Sagiri. Okay, all right. So much for a bit of comparison there. Now let's take a closer look at the figure. Let me get him for us to take a look. Okay. So let's stand him right there. Now this is a very excellent figure, and if you're going to ask me personally, this is going to be one of my top 10 figures for 2024. Okay, now other people would have nitpicks with this, but hey, I decided to pre-order it. I now have it, and I'm not complaining. Not one complaint a bit. Let's first take a look at the detail of the sandals. I did mention that Shinfu Toys goes for the asymmetrical design, but these sandals, I think they are a mirror of each other, as I pointed out with the Poseidon figure. Yep. And it does have toe articulation, as you can see there. And you can see the ankle joints. Come on. See the ankle joints there? It has a rocker. And look at the detail of the... Alright. The leg armors for this figure, for the Zeus figure, it's a mirror of each other, as you can see. And that's the musculature detail on the thighs. So he has, he also has, I think, you can swivel his thighs. That can be done. Just look at the detail. And he has double jointed knees. And as we go up, we can take a look at the detail of the arm armor. There you go. This is the right arm. And then the belt, very nicely done. Then there's a sort of I don't know, but that shoulder piece is supposed to probably keep his toga up. And there we have it. This standard default head. And remember I mentioned about that gold laurel wreath? There you have it. This is the one that pegs it also into the other head. Let's take a look at the detail. And this is the left shoulder armor. That's probably one of my nitpicks for this figure. He only has one shoulder piece that functions as an armor, or as armor. There's the detail of the left armor. And he does have a necklace, but because of the beard, you can barely see it if it's worn properly. It's a good thing that it was peeking out somehow. See that? The gold necklace. And there. So he does have a bicep cut, double jointed elbows. He does have swivel and rotation for the hands. Head articulation is a bit limited by the hair that extends well into the back. He can do the T-pose. He's got standard articulation on the shoulder. I haven't tried him with a crunch, but I think he does have a good crunch. Of course, again, it will be limited by the cloth goods, his toga. But again, this is of course a Greek god, and the Greek gods, they rarely get into a one-on-one fights. But if you're wanting to pose Zeus or have him in a fight scene, it's perfect. He can do almost anything. If you have a flight stand that can hold his weight, this is a pretty hefty figure, as I noticed when I took him out of the box. And okay, yeah, come on, there. All right, and let me just put Zeus right there. And there you have it, our look at the Zeus action figure from Shinfu Toys and Berserker Studios. He's the first one in the series for the Myth Gods of Nations. And I hope you found this video informative. And hey, if you like what you see and hear, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. You'll also be treated to some base play-alongs if you do subscribe to my channel. Again, this is the Belated Reviewer, also known as JJ Kandao. So you guys stay healthy, stay safe, keep your mad hats on, and peace out.